Over the last few months, I can't tell you how many times I've been asked, Jason, will we have a football season? Well, now I can definitively tell you, yes, we will have a football season, and it doesn't get old. In the last 24 hours, I keep telling people, hey, we're going to play football. And since great things happen in threes, I'll tell you one more time, we're going to play football this upcoming school year. Practices will begin February 15th, 2021. The first week of games begin on March 5th. Now, there won't be any 7-on-7s with other schools. But for schools like Carbondale, hey, they're just excited to be able to say they're going to play football. I caught up with head coach Bryan, and here's his reaction to learning there will be a football season.
My reaction was like just overjoyed because like we have seen all this kind of come in, and we saw like it really is awful that spring sports lost their season, and then in our minds we're thinking, okay, so surely by the time fall hits, this will all be a non-issue. There's a whole lot more unknown than there is known. But I will tell you now, sitting here on Thursday, knowing that there is a plan for all of our athletes to be able to compete in their sports is a whole lot better place to be in than when we were sitting on Tuesday.
Football usually goes first. Now there are 2 seasons ahead of them. The coaching staff can watch and learn how some of the off-the-field concerns are handled.
There's some like logistical things, like what does a bus ride look like in COVID? Are we still going to be in that? So I can look to see, cross country's got a great team. They got a big team. They had to go all the way to Mascoutah, and here's what that looked like, and here's the preparation that needs to go in for that. And how do coaches share water? Like, how do we do water without water bottles? Like, I think there are going to be a lot of logistic things that people are going to be able to figure out, and we're going to reap the benefits by the time we go. Will be the 3rd season, and we'll see some of the way they've been able to manage those things.
The Terriers have a lot of athletes that compete in physical sports like wrestling and basketball. Usually they go to those sports at the completion of a football season. Not this year.
So there's going to be pros and cons of that. One is that our kids will be like already in that mindset of discipline. They should already be conditioned. I guarantee that both wrestling and basketball will condition our kids. Just for the first time, we're going to have to worry about fatigue and what's it look like to maybe be on your 3rd season. And so it's just going to require some more mindfulness of us and some strategies, putting strategies in place to make sure that we don't get kids who are burned out, or like that we're making sure that we keep their safety physically in mind.
Without a summer to work with, it's going to be interesting to see how football coaches map out their practice schedules.
If this was a regular year, like there are rules about what you can do in the off season, and so we don't know for sure what those rules look like, and we certainly don't want to put like any pressure on a kid to think that he's got to be at a football workout when he should be, at a different sport. And we like 3-sport athletes, so like that we have to figure out. So in a perfect world, we could just kind of, like I said, just plop that template down and start just like we would. But we just don't know yet.
Tomorrow's